The NLP Summit is the world's largest applied generative AI community and a premier virtual event celebrating 5 years of groundbreaking innovation in NLP, large language models LLMs, and AI. At the summit, Trigent presented a unique healthcare Gen AI offering, AyurGPT. AyurGPT is a medical LLM that assists Ayurveda practitioners in making personalized treatment recommendations across multiple languages. Let's hear our AVP, Anand Padya, as he takes us through the model's capabilities.
Hey everyone, my name is Anand Padya. People call me Andy. I am AVP Program Management at Trigent, and today I'm going to take you through our journey with AyurGPT, all about fine-tuning a medical LLM model for multilingual Ayurveda consultation. We have got some nice stuff lined up, but let me introduce my company. My company is all about solving the issue of time, technology, and budget for our clients. We have been in the industry for a good amount of time to have that belief cultivate as a value for all of us, and that becomes a differentiator for all our customer delivery and various other engagements. We have been partners with Microsoft, Oracle, with SaaS, Databricks, and we have been around for a long time. Just to give you a hint, we have been there for about 30 years. The motto that we live by is to serve the small companies with the agility that they need while having the big company systems. We have highly skilled resources, and we have been agile for the last decade or more. And we deliver 24/7 testing support and have about 6 patents in our name. We have an exclusive US presence, and we are doing extensively to deliver successful relationships, lasting relationships, and we deliver business outcomes at the end of the day. We have been building solutions for our clients for an effective 3 decades, allowing us to have enough company wisdom, industry wisdom to deliver solutions at a pace which matches the demand that is there. So let's get into the crux of it. It's all about Ayurveda and the consultation around it, how we can go ahead and revolutionize it and get AI injected into it. AyurGPT is a placeholder, but we will go with it while we are on this conversation. Let me deep dive into Ayurveda. Now, for some of you, Ayurveda is a known terminology. For some of you, it may not be. Now, Ayurveda is an ancient health system which has been around in the Indian subcontinent. It's about 5,000 years old, and it is the world's oldest holistic healing systems that are there. It is based on the belief of health and wellness, depending on a delicate balance between mind, body, and spirit. A little bit which is beyond the standard medical realm, beyond the standard healthcare, but we are trying to inject AI into it so that it is accessible to everyone, and we are able to pass on the benefit to everyone in all ways possibles. Altogether, what we are trying to do is get Ayurveda to be AI enabled. Think of it as Ayurveda 2.0, same ancient roots, but with a shiny AI engine under the hood. We are talking about taking a millennia-old wisdom and handing it to a virtual stethoscope, making diagnostic and treatment smarter and more personal. So Ayurveda consultation will meet 21st century, because why not? That's the aim that we set on, and we started working through the bits. We strategized that we will have to get things moving. We definitely knew that there is good amount of work which is already done from the perspective of the core NLP. We have the ability to go ahead and translate Sanskrit into English and have some various bits done on top of it. With machine learning algorithms and advent of AI and analytics altogether, we are able to do various little bits in terms of making sure that this works. Natural language processing, machine learning, and all these fancy terms that you have been listening to for the last day has been injected, merged together to deliver a solution wherein we are able to bring in the medical wisdom into something your doctor's AI assistant can read and maybe even crack a joke or two in the process. Our goal is to make the old school practitioner of Ayurveda look futuristic with the help of AI as a sidekick in every which way. So we are not taking away jobs in any which way. It's just making them look even more brilliant and get things done. There is good amount of application that is available in terms of getting things going in the space of Ayurveda. Not much has been done. Um, uh, in the last year or so, there have been some tryouts, and we set aside ourselves to aim for it. So here are the big three things that we were aiming for. We wanted to go ahead and build AyurGPT, which is going to be a large language model fine-tuned for multilingual Ayurveda consultations. We were planning to have in every aspect multiple languages, specifically from South India. I'm based out of Bangalore, India. So we wanted to go ahead and cover Kannada, which is the regional language of Bangalore, Karnataka. Tamil Nadu, Tamil language is very aligned. Malayalam, because Ayurveda is very much practiced in Kerala. Malayalam is the language from Kerala. So we wanted to induce these languages and make sure that we are able to deliver a multilingual setup altogether. We had decided that it will be built on top of BioGPT-LargePubMedQA, targeting traditional medicine. So that was something that we were trying to get to in every which way. uh, we were not trying to just be trendy. So AyurGPT is not your new yoga pose in any which way. It's our fine-tuned model, our attempt to being a fine-tuned model and have things going. So with AyurGPT, we were trying to go ahead and have your local Vaidya, which is essentially a medical practitioner in the field of Ayurveda, who will be able to use tech-savvy consultations in the easiest manner. Who said ancient medicine cannot keep up? We wanted to go ahead and change that. So here is the core objectives that we worked out. This is something that we thought through in the beginning. We were very aligned to this from the day one. We wanted to be sure that we are able to align it to a medical LLM with, with ancient Ayurvedic concept injected to it. It should be multilingual, understanding the technical terms, understanding the nuances which are particular to Ayurveda, the contextual relevance of the terms should be there. We should be able to balance all of those in every which way possible. We were very sure that we wanted to have integration of modern medical terminology also be there as the base, because as part of Ayurveda, while the Ayurveda consultation is going on, there is obvious possibilities of other medical terminology springed around because that is what people talk. So we went about doing that. And we also wanted to inject some lesser known Ayurveda concepts that are there. We wanted to work that out. Plus, we wanted to be sure that we are able to apply a process to diagnosing based on the symptoms and the doshas and imbalance that are there. Now, essentially, Ayurveda works on the dosha. Dosha essentially means the imbalance. It is essentially what karma is all about, but towards your body, towards your inner setup as such, and various other bits. We wanted to have modern diagnostic approaches applied to Ayurveda so that we are able to go ahead and do differential diagnosis, but using Ayurveda assessments. Uh, Cultural nuances in the diagnosis was something that was very native to us when we were thinking through the bits. So we wanted it to be colloquial. We wanted it to make sure that it is able to follow the dialect of the people in the languages that has been spoken. So cross-referencing all of that with Ayurveda text. Really difficult, but we wanted to go ahead and achieve that. That was the objective. We wanted to go ahead and have treatment recommendations that are going to be accurate based on the prakriti or vikruti. Prakriti or vikruti is the pros and cons of your body imbalances, and then using that to go ahead and treat that through herbal treatments, multilingual cultural relevant treatments, So based on the territory where you are from, based on the language that you are speaking, we are able to go ahead and give appropriate recommendations with neutralizing it all the way and keeping it very geographically neutral when you are speaking in English. That's the agenda that we set ourselves for. And we always wanted to also inject some personalized lifestyle recommendations in various ways. It was something that we thought that we would be able to achieve and get things going. So the objectives were set and we were all good to go about doing it. Now, this looks amazing, and that's what we felt, but we failed. We failed because we were trying to do too many things in one go. We were trying to go ahead and iterate through the fine tuning with the language pieces, with the recommendation pieces, with the parameters that we didn't even envision to play out. And that's where we got stuck. So yeah, before you ask, we did our best. We did our best to achieve all the goals. It wasn't easy. There were a lot of hiccups along the way. So this presentation is not a success story. This presentation is the learnings that we achieved while we were trying to solve something that has not been solved. No one is doing it that we know of, or people who have been doing it are either getting stuck in the same places where we are getting stuck, or something that they have tried and they have made some movements. We are always open to collaborate and learn more. So do give us a shout out if you have given it a try, and we would be happy to collaborate and explore more. I'll be there to accept questions and talk through different strategies that we tried in the chat. But hey, at least we tried. That's the best part. So if I fail today, just remember, failure is simple, the first step towards success. Well, that's what I like to keep telling myself so that we can keep going and use up the budget that I already have for this project. So altogether, we will set upon the journey that we tried all the way from data to the demo. So let's get into the technical lineup. Data. Data made us say time and again, damn it, my goodness. We said, damn it, way more than I could remember. And that's why we have got the while loop going on. All we did was we started with preparing the data sets from the known culprits. We went to Hugging Face, got the PubMed, obviously. We did a little bit of research and we were able to see Chat Doctor already has most of the stuff that is available. We did some more Ayurveda specific sources. We were able to get some we had to go ahead and dissect and figure out how it will place into our setup of arrangement. We prioritized the medical interactions, the question and answers, because those were the things that we wanted to go ahead and attack altogether. And we wanted to have Ayurveda related conversations be part of those. We ensured that there is diversity in the data set. So multilingual bits were also thrown in. We were able to go ahead and cover multiple domains, multiple disease lineups that were there. We did all the pre-processing. We deduped the whole collection at the ethos of it. So we went ahead and applied logic to go ahead and just get the ideas or the symptomology or the questions aligned to a specific idea and deduped it extensively. We filtered the non-essential or the pieces that we thought would not be that common or not that reoccurring as a conversation piece. We applied pre-processing, did what we had to do, and then we started realigning all of these conversations to the real world. And there was a mix of synthetic data for sure. So we structured the data set into conversation pairs, medical queries, and treatments. We labeled the data sets. We did what we all have been doing, labeling the data sets, getting them in columns in a grid fashion that works for all of us to read, understand, and dissect. We organized the data to support the multilingual setup, and we started working through it. Here are some of the facts. The chatbot data set had 113,000 rows. Hugging Face PubMed data set has about 73,000 rows of data. We had Ayurveda books that we had gathered, most of them in the public domain available for usage. We collected all of those. We had close to about 2 GB of those, which we were deciding to use as part of RAG logic so that we are able to inject the terminologies and have that sequenced in the easiest manner possible. We also had generated synthetic data of about 35,000 rows, uh, essentially patient interactions saying disease and symptoms in various ways, in colloquial ways for the languages that we had identified, and then neutraling it again with English. So we had different sects that were available, and we had all of these insights lined up for us to go ahead and then iterate through. But that's where the roadblock, the good, bad, and the ugly. The good was we had the volume to get started. So there was a large enough data set that we felt was good enough. And if you apply that on multilingual basis for each of the languages, we were talking good. 1 million rows to work with sounded very awesome. But validating all of them was very tricky. Getting things aligned, oh boy, some of the translations were off. Uh, some of the bits were bizarre. And then there were a lot of unknowns. Obviously, we will not have the energy to go through 1 million rows of data for us to even do iterations where we can see some good results. And it was just difficult. And we accepted this roadblock. While we were sitting on it, we had already gone through everything that we could do. We went back to the drawing board. Went and applied deduplications. We started rephrasing the questions. We classified them further, contextualized it, captured the summarization in various ways, had a synthetic data generation pipeline already worked out. We had the prescription generation that was already worked out. We did everything, and a total 113 good data set across different bits was already identified. And that worked out to be decent enough. So we decided to pivot, go back to basics. Uh, I'm a 1984 model. So for me, Visual Basic is very easy to relate to. A lot of you folks over here is all about just Python, but I'll tell you, Visual Basic is good. But we decided to stick to English, plain and simple, keep it moving so that we could make progress and iterate. Simplicity was the approach that we took. This was just so that we could get some facts in place, get some more nuances captured, get more learning out of it, and then try to iterate from there. Agile all the way. Here's where we started fine tuning the model. Nothing new, something that you guys have seen. We chose our mighty GPT-2 medium. We applied the probability estimation. We did everything that you would know that you got to do. Applying the tokenizer, the BP was in place, everything was ticking, everything was working. We had our architecture in place. We had 130,000 samples that were set aside. Altogether, we had 150,000 rows of data that was good enough for us to go ahead and iterate and see through. It was validated to a great extent. We were happy with it. We were sure that it will be good enough. We had 347 million parameters and a GPU A100, which is our friend for the last 1.5, 2 years. And we applied the whole architecture setup, didn't do anything new, didn't try to go ahead and change the bits. We didn't want to take any more adventurous steps because we felt at this time we just wanted the model to click and work. So we worked out the standard architecture, which is following the norms of GPT-2, which has been around for a good number of years. You guys all know about it. And if you don't know, do give me a shout out in the chat, and I'll be able to take you through that in every which way, or share some references for getting into it. So we did the run. We were able to do about 590 epochs and get a balance with the loss reducing or stabilizing to a great extent. and we decided that let's call it a stop. I would like to give a shout out to TensorBoard and guys. Amazing, your setup worked, and we really love you guys. Um, there were challenges, uh, and you will get to feel those challenges when you will go ahead and explore the demo that I would have put in the chat by now. You can look at it. You should play around with it. Try to see the demo link is a video. You'll be able to go through it. Give me a shout out. I'll be able to give you a link to a private beta if possible. The whole idea that we could get this done easily, well, it didn't work out. It was not easy at all. What we realized is the biggest challenge is the limited Ayurveda specific data in regional languages. Getting that in regional languages is not working out through the standard means of translation. In our head, we thought it'll be simple enough. Hey, the models are able to work. People have been coming up with multilingual models for a good number of time. We should give it a shot and make Ayurveda AI. But yeah, didn't work out. There were limitations. There were difficulty in generating contextual accurate cultural responses. So you will see some of the nuances messing up. Um, we had great learning in this journey. We could conclude that we need more targeted data. We need more regional cultural nuances to be captured, probably in a different way. We may have to go back to the drawing board and relook at all of it. And with all my fingers crossed in every which way, uh, hopefully we should be able to collaborate with our academic partners and get more diverse data, probably by December 2024, and have more model improvement going in. So we are not stopping here. We are sure that there is a lot to be done with Ayurveda. There is a lot that we can achieve with it. So we'll focus on the context aware responses for the diagnosis, probably iterate through that, integrate maybe languages that might be easier. Probably that would be a direction to go for, and we'll try to explore from there. We are working towards it. One of the bits that was proven as part of our whole experiment was AyurGPT is promising. It is the promising step forward towards combining AI and traditional medicine. Uh, all the ethos that we were able to gather in terms of keeping up our spirits to keep going has been working in our favor. So we'll keep making progress, and we'll keep doing what we do. So that's a wrap. That's all, folks. Ayurveda is just the beginning of a new era where AI meets traditional medicine, and it's exciting time. We are thrilled to be part of this journey. We are thrilled to be part of NLP Summit, and we are thoroughly enjoying all the session. Hope you guys are also enjoying it. Continue staying tuned onto NLP Summit, and do have a chat with me if you have questions. If you want to dig deeper and ask me about what were the nuances of the problems that we faced, we'll be happy to share and take it from there. So thank you very much. Do have a wonderful day ahead. I'll see you in the chat. Hey guys, welcome to AyurGPT NLP Summit. I hope you guys are enjoying. You just went through the video from me, and here we have got a demo which has been worked out by the team. So say hi to the team. Hi everyone. I've got folks from various parts of India helping me out today. We have built AyurGPT with a concept. We're able to natively go multilingual with the whole setup as such. Now, Ayurveda is essentially a 5,000-year-old medical science division, which started from the Indian subcontinent. And what we have worked out is a web application that will allow us to go ahead and use voice to go ahead and have a doctor-patient assistant worked out. So today I've got folks with me who will be using local language to go ahead and evaluate this demo, and we'll go through the journey and see how it performs. All right, so
This is how the setup is laid out. We have got an area where we can get potential diagnosis. We have got suggested questions. Suggested question is essentially for us because none of us are doctors. So we just need some help in terms of probing better questions. And then we have got the transcripts going in. So we'll go through the setup. I will start with Kannada because we are all based out of Bangalore. At least I am based out of Bangalore. So we'll start with Kannada. To support me, I've got Pushpa and Nirikshahs. Say hi.
Hi, everyone.
Awesome. So we'll quickly go through a demo with them, and we'll be using native Kannada to experiment and see how the model is able to recognize stuff and how it works. All right. So let's get going. Whenever you are ready, guys, give me a shout out and we should be good to go. Right?
Yes, Andy.
Yes, Sandy. Ready.
ನಮಸ್ತೆ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್.
ನಮಸ್ತೆ ಮಾ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹೆಸರು?
ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ನಿರೀಕ್ಷಾ.
ಹೇಳಿ, ಏನ್ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಇದೆ?
ತುಂಬಾ ಹೊಟ್ಟೆ ನೋವು ಇದೆ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್. 2-3 ಸಲ ವಾಮಿಟಿಂಗ್ ಕೂಡ ಆಗಿದೆ.
ಓಕೆ. ನಿಮ್ ಏಜ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ನಿರೀಕ್ಷಾ?
ನನ್ಗೆ ಇವಾಗ 23 ವರ್ಷ.
ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ಆಚೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾದ್ರೂ ಊಟ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಾ?
ಹೌದು, ಮೊನ್ನೆ ಹೊರಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಮಸಾಲ್ ಪುರಿ ತಿಂದೆ.
I am not sure why, but this is not working. Just a second, guys. Only when we are demoing. Oh yeah, it started picking up the bits. Only when I started speaking English. Okay, I think let me stop over here. Let me refresh the session and we'll continue. Just a second. Let's try it one more time. I think it was just a glitch. It is capturing everything that I'm talking in English, but it got some gibberish. All right, let me refresh the session. Let me restart the app once, the backend. Just a second. Loving it so far. What do you say, Abhishek?
Yes, Andy.
All right. Okay. Sorry, Niriksha. Sorry, Pushpa. We'll try one more time. Just to be sure. Okay. So this is good. Go.
ನಮಸ್ತೆ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್.
ನಮಸ್ತೆ ಮಾ. ನಿಮ್ ಹೆಸರು?
ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ನಿರೀಕ್ಷಾ ಅಂತ.
ಹೇಳಿ ನಿರೀಕ್ಷಾ, ಏನ್ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಇದೆ?
ತುಂಬಾ ಹೊಟ್ಟೆ ನೋವು ಇದೆ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್. 2-3 ಬಾರಿ ವಾಮಿಟಿಂಗ್ ಕೂಡ ಆಗಿದೆ.
ಓಕೆ. ಆಚೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾದ್ರೂ ಊಟ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಾ ನಿರೀಕ್ಷಾ?
ಹೌದು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್, ಮೊನ್ನೆ ಹೊರಗೆ ಊಟ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ.
ಓಕೆ. ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ಮೇ ಬಿ ವಾತ ಪಿತ್ತ ದೋಷದಿಂದ ಫುಡ್ ಪಾಯ್ಸನಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು, ಸೊ ಅದರಿಂದ ಈ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಉಂಟಾಗತ್ತೆ. ನಾನು 2 ದಿವಸಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾತ್ರೆ ಬರ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. ತಿರ್ಗಾ ಹೊಟ್ಟೆ ನೋವು ಏನಾದ್ರು ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಕನ್ಸಲ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, 2-3 ದಿವಸಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಸೊ ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ಮಧ್ಯಾಹ್ನ ಸಂಜೆ 3 ಹೊತ್ತು ಊಟ ಆದ ನಂತರ ಈ ಮಾತ್ರೆನ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ.
ಓಕೆ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್.
ಓಕೆ.
Okay. So guys, I think it is still not able to capture the bits that we wanted to capture. It is not giving us the diagnosis because it is expecting English only. So we'll have to work that out. There is also the streaming issue. I believe, is this correct? Is this what we spoke? Is this Lipi correct? Is it coming correctly, Pushpa?
No, Andy, it's not correct.
No, it's not correct, right? So
it is not exactly correct. I mean, there's so many mistakes. ಆಚೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾದ್ರೂ ಊಟ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರ? ಓಕೆ. ನಿರೀಕ್ಷಾ, again, see, it's not correct, the other one.
Okay. I think
no, Andy.
Okay. I think Kannada is right now working out to be a little difficult. So let's just jump on to the next language.
Andy, by the way, was it clear?
Telugu? Shall we try Telugu?
By the way, Andy?
Sorry?
Was our voice clear?
Yeah, voice was clear. Voice was clear.
I'm just suspecting if at all it is not clear, no, maybe it's not able to catch.
The voice
Maybe.
is clear.
That could also be the reason, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Let's try that out with Telugu. So Telugu, Abhishek, you and Saif are going to go. Let's run through this.
Pushpa and myself can go.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. That also works. So let's just.
Saif, do you know Telugu?
No, Kannada.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll just work that out. Okay. So we'll have that going and we'll test it once quickly. If this does not work, we'll jump on to the setup for English. All right. Let me just reset the bits. Okay. This is good. I'll give you a thumbs up and then we'll start. Go ahead, Abhishek. Pushpa.
Hi, doctor.
హలో
నాకు 2 days నుంచి జ్వరం కోల్డ్ వస్తుందండి.
మీ పేరేంటి?
అభిషేక్.
సారీ అండి. సారీ.
This is good. We want to keep going. I want NLP folks to hear out what kind of trouble we had to go through to even test this application. It is still capturing Kannada for some reason. I have no clue. Let me clear the cache once. Let me just try this. Sorry, guys. You guys are getting the first seat in the audience to see our mistakes. And we'll be sharing as to what all we could have done better, what all we could have done nicer. So we'll give you that dump for sure. Just a second. Let me just have the setup going. I don't like this. This is picking up. I think I'll need to clear the cache. Yes, okay. I think it is good now. Okay. We'll start with Telugu. Whenever you guys are ready, Abhishek, Pushpa, we'll just go for it.
హలో డాక్టర్.
హలో
నా పేరు అభిషేక్. నాకు 2 days నుంచి జ్వరం జలుబు ఉంది.
ఓకే. అభిషేక్ గారు మీ ఏజ్ ఎంత?
26 years అండి.
ఓకే. సో మీరేమైనా ట్రావెల్ చేసిండ్రా రీసెంట్ గా?
అవునండి, కొన్ని ప్లేసెస్ కి వెళ్ళాను. హిల్ స్టేషన్ కి వెళ్ళాను, అందుకే కొంచెం కోల్డ్ పట్టుకుంది.
ఓకే. సో భోజనం చేసేటప్పుడు టేస్ట్ ఓకేనా? టేస్ట్ అనిపిదా మీకు?
టేస్ట్ అంతా బాగానే ఉందండి.
I am not at all sure. I don't think it is recording right now. It is not able to function. Let me just clear the cache finally. Let me just restart the whole app. All right, let me stop sharing my screen. Let me restart the app and then join back. Just a second. All right, I'm going to clear the cache. Yes. Finally. Okay, so this is good. All right. Let me know when you are able to see the screen. Sorry, Pushpa. Sorry, Abhishek. We are going to give Telugu one more try.
No
I don't
problem.
want to disappoint my folks from Andhra and Telangana. So, yeah. All right, let me just see everything is good. This is connected. Okay, just hold on. Yep.
Hi, doctor.
హలో చెప్పండి. మీ పేరేంటి?
నా పేరు అభిషేక్. నాకు 2 days నుంచి జ్వరం జలుబు వస్తుందండి.
ఓకే. మీ ఏజ్ ఎంత అభిషేక్?
26 years అండి.
ఓకే. రీసెంట్ గా ఏమైనా ట్రావెల్ చేసిండ్రా మీరు?
చేశానండి. కొన్ని హిల్ స్టేషన్ ప్లేసెస్ కి వెళ్ళాను. ఫ్రెండ్స్ తోనే వెళ్ళాను. అక్కడ ఫుడ్ అంతా అనుకున్నట్టుగా లేదు.
సో లాస్ట్ టైం బీపీ ఎప్పుడు చెక్ చేపించినారు మీరు? బీపీ
6 నెలలు అవుతుందండి నేను చెక్ చేసి.
ఓకే. ఇప్పుడు మీకు మాత్రలు రాసిస్తాను. 2 రోజులు మాత్ర తీసుకోండి. తర్వాత ఇంకా జ్వరం తగ్గలేదంటే ఐఎమ్ సారీ.
I think it is still grabbing Kannada, right?
Yeah.
Okay, this is not working out. Let us just do Let us just try out the English setup that we have. Let me just quickly clear the bits as such, and let's reinitiate for English. Just a second. Okay. All right.
Sorry, Andy. Very sorry.
No issues. This happens. This
Sorry,
happens.
Abhishek.
This is what we expected. This is what we expected any which way, right? This is what it's not working. We have tried it in various ways. I believe we require more data to go ahead and have that evaluated. So we are going to try English. I'm going to go ahead and work with Saf. So Saf, you want to be the patient, I'll be the doctor. That's good?
That's good.
All right, let's get going. Hello.
Hi, doctor. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing, buddy?
I'm not doing good, doctor.
What's up? What happened?
So actually, I'm facing back pain from past a week. It was there even before past week, but during like past from 3 to 4 days, I'm facing it very severely. I'm not able to even walk. So
You're not able to walk. Okay. Okay. So let's start with first thing first. How old are you?
I'm actually 23.
23. Okay. Can you describe the symptoms you are experiencing just recently as of today?
So what happens is I can't even sit more than 30 minutes. If I continuously sit for like 30 plus minutes, I again cannot stand up suddenly. Like even if I stand up suddenly, I will slightly fall down. So I'll have to sit down, take 3 to 4 minutes to just stand up. So that's the major thing that I'm facing right now.
Okay. Okay. So essentially, whenever you're not able to stand up, you are not able to function in a normal manner as such. Have you had any recent injuries or accidents that could have affected the ability to walk?
Not really. I just play a cricket a lot. So I
Okay.
think that's gonna be a way that I'm facing this back pain. But on a regular basis, I sit more than 3 to 4 hours continuously.
Have you noticed any changes in pain? Has the pain been moving around through the body, or is it just when you walk briskly? When does it happen?
So it actually happens both the times when I walk and even though when I sit. Like
Mhm.
the more pain happens when I sit continuously. But when I
Okay.
walk, I get legs pain instead of back pain.
Okay. Okay. So there could be a standard muscular issues that you might be facing. Why don't you come down to the clinic and then we'll talk more and we'll take it from there.
Yeah, sure. That sounds good. So I'll have even medical checkup done.
All right, it is okay. This is good. This is good. Okay, so even English, it is mixing up the modern as well as Ayurvedic based on the program that we have written. It should be. Oh, I'm still recording. Okay, so it is differential diagnosis is coming correctly, but this is based on the modern setup as such. When it comes to Ayurvedic analysis, it is not even going to that detail. It just went at a very high level. Kapha dosha is essentially when you have cold, heaviness, swelling. Vata dosha is pretty much in joint. So this is actually correct. Vata dosha is correct. So this came through, but the questions were getting mixed up. I think we have to go ahead and lay it out a little better. So Abhishek, what was the training data like?
Yes, Andy. It has around 150,000 data points, and we have picked 20,000 as validation points, Andy. And
Awesome.
we have used GPT-2 medium model for training as a backbone model. And this was trained on GPU A100, NVIDIA A100.
Wonderful, wonderful. So essentially with 150,000 record points, I believe it is still not enough, or probably we'll have to classify it a little better. It reached Vata dosha by about sixth instance, and then it on one shot, obviously it didn't get it because it's a conversation based, but by the sixth or the seventh alignment, it did come through. So this is actually what a doctor will look into, get into the details. This is all about joint muscle pain. By the way, Sir, what
But
were you trying
second
to
one is
go?
not correct. And
Which ailment? Sorry, go ahead.
second one is not correct. That kapha
Yeah.
dosha, no, that's for
Yeah.
cough and
Yeah, definitely. Second one is not correct. In fact, it should have a lower percentile. I mean, it does have a lower percentile. We have got amadosha, which is toxin based, but even toxin should not come up in joints and muscles, not at this stage because nothing else was discussed. But by the way, I'm very curious, Seth, which disease you were going for? We are learning. One of the biggest learning for us through this AyurGPT was we came to know a lot of ailments within us. We got to know each other a little better. So thank you guys. Thank you. Really appreciate you joining us. This is Chow from the Trigent team. We have been putting in a lot of time and effort to get this going, and we are happy that we are making steady progress. We'll keep working on it. We definitely have to collect more data. If I would let Abhishek go for it, he would go for a 1 million data point, which will be too expensive for me to get. But we are trying to go ahead and connect up with academia. We are trying to connect up with various other forums where we are able to consolidate all of these data points and have more discussions going. We have got a prototype, which we are going to go ahead and make it available with a lot of our doctor friends who are going to make use of it and try to give us more feedback. We still have to work on the application to get some feedback loop inserted, but we'll be making progress and we'll keep you guys posted. So stay tuned. This is good day from Trigent team. Have a wonderful NLP Summit. Enjoy your time at NLP Summit and see you around. Good day, guys. Bye-bye.